Let's fight somewhere empty.
Dethroned is our word for today. Now let me ask you this. What is the worst movie for you? Now in my list, there aren't many because I'm an easy guy to please. Like, make me watch the worst of the worst movie that you could ever think of, and I would probably rate it as, it's aight. Like Cars 2, for example. For many, it's the biggest poop storm they've ever seen. But for me, it's aight. I even liked it a little bit. But there's one particular movie that made it into my core memory. It's a movie so bad that I actually remembered the time when I finished watching that shit. I mean, not the exact time, but it's around 8:15 p.m. Like, that movie is so bad that the experience of watching that shit was scarred into my memory. And the movie that I'm talking about is none other than the Dragon Ball live-action Dragon Ball Evolution. Like, this is my first encounter with the Skrulls, the shape-shifting alien in Marvel, because that shit looks nothing like Piccolo, and we have one of the worst Kamehameha that I've ever seen. Like, for starters, here's the comparison of the OG Kamehamehas. Yeah, goosebumps level of voice acting. In comparison, we have here Evolution Goku's pan-shitting Kamehameha versus Piccolo's intestinal gas beam.
Human power has failed before. Have it will. Again!
Oh yeah, jumping after releasing the beam makes it a lot stronger, huh? Like, look at that, bro, that is a Skrull. That is not Piccolo. Okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna roast the movie anymore because right now I'm having a hard time stopping. In short, it's a very, very bad movie, and it's rated as 2.5 in IMDb, and rightfully so, one of the lowest I've seen. But it has been recently dethroned by none other than the 250 million Disney flop, Snow White. Yes, queen! So why did it flop massively? And spoiler alert, it's not because of the writing or because the movie sucks, because I strongly believe that's all Rachel Zegler's fault. Like, the main character played Snow White, hands down, because Rachel Zegler's marketing strategy is interesting to say the least. So this video will primarily focus on the reasons why Rachel Zegler sucks and some other mishaps along the way. So without further ado, let's start off strong. Now, what better way to hype up your movie than dissing and disrespecting the source material?
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years. The cartoon was made 85 years ago, and therefore it's extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power.
I mean, it's bad enough that they made Snow White not white because, you know, her skin is supposed to be white as snow, hence the name Snow White.
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
Lips red as the rose, hair black as ebony, skin white as snow.
Snow White.
Now, Disney being Disney, they want to change things up. Instead, they made her name Snow White because she survived a vicious storm. Now, for me personally, I don't mind the change in the story, the change in ethnicity. Like, I don't care, make Snow White black for all I care, as long as it has a good story. But a lot of people aren't like me and actually do care on what Snow White looks like and they respect the source material.
No longer 1937. It is
She's not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. So we didn't do that this time.
You know what? They should just go ham with the story, like go crazy. So listen to this, so they said that they got her name Snow White because she survived a vicious snowstorm when she was a baby, right? So why not call her Snowstorm? Right. Now that's epic. I'd watch that. Then instead of elves, make them tall like Snowstorm and the 7 Shaquille O'Neals. Then like go even crazier. So like instead of the apple, why not make it an orange? But keep the poison in the orange. Then like turn that into a weapon. So like Snowstorm has to bite into that orange, skin on, and spit it WWE Carlito style in front of the evil king. That's right, king. Then make the king Jason Statham or something. So they should just go crazy like that. Like I would imagine that would make the movie even more entertaining because, you know, since they like changing stuff so much. Then recently she tried to take that statement back by saying playing Snow White is such a huge honor and she is a huge Disney fan.
That's what it's like. You get the phone call, say we want you to play Snow White.
It's the honor of a lifetime. I think every young person dreams about a phone call like that. I've been lucky to have a few of those in my life, but this one is certainly extra special as a huge Disney fan. She's the first Disney princess that Disney ever created, and in the 1937 film to get to bring her to life. And
yeah, sure. But I think she only said that because there's so much children there that are looking up to her. I mean, take that away and she might say this again.
I get stopper photos every time I'm online for the Snow White ride, and I have to pretend like, oh God, well, crazy that we're in front of this.
Wait, how often are you in line for the Snow White ride?
I'm a narcissist.
You know, at least the actor of Goku, Justin Chatwin, genuinely felt bad for his participation in the movie, that he even felt the need to apologize to Akira Toriyama when Akira Toriyama passed away, saying, "Rest in peace, brother, and sorry we messed up that adaptation so badly." Even though he is not in any way, shape, or form at fault there, he still showed respect for the creator and the source material, and was smart enough to not call himself a narcissist and to cope that the movie is doing well. But Rachel Zegler, man, whew, she is a whole other level type of beast. Next reason, she blatantly wished for Trump and his supporters to never know peace, just straight up shitting on Donald Trump. Yeah, marketing and politics really goes hand in hand. Like, do you know how destructive it is to talk about politics as an actor? Like, it's destructive as Thanos snapping his fingers, wiping half of the population away. But instead of random people, it's snapping half of the moviegoers away, along with the money. Like, it's a 95% chance of bombing your movie. And to add cherry on top, she also tweeted "Free Palestine" despite her co-star Gal Gadot being an Israeli. And that is actually one thing. And so here's the honorable mention part. So a lot of people are saying that Gal Gadot can't act. Well, you'll be the judge.
And enough champagne to fill the Nile. Kal-El, no! Kal-El, no! Max Lord, you're putting yourself and everyone else in grave danger. I need you to give me the stone. What happened to it?
What did you say?
So exciting. Very interested to find the man who bought those.
Why should I help you?
Because we're asking you nicely.
Just tell me what it costs to get her away from me. Name a price. I'll buy the whole damn boat if I have to.
Who are you? The lasso of Hestia compels you to reveal the truth. Now, who are you?
But who?
Enough.
I said enough.
As Amazons, this is our duty.
Kal-El, no! Huh? I think Gal Gadot would be proud of me for that. You know, it should have been like this, like, Kal-El, no, hey, put that down, hey, Kal-El, no, hey, bad, Kal-El, bad. Like, she should have straight up ordered him like a dog. So Gal Gadot ain't really the best actress, but I think it ain't about her acting. It's more about her face, because she is very beautiful. Like, she's a contestant at the Miss Universe, for crying out loud. So I think Gal Gadot gets a pass for some people because her face is such an eye candy for some that it kinda numbs off her horrible acting and line delivery. So the aftermath of all this shit is Disney losing an estimate amount of $115 million, damn. And Disney having to cancel the Snow White premiere red carpet because their main star just couldn't keep her damn mouth shut. And that's where this clip of Rachel Zegler watching on an empty theater came from. Now, despite Snow White being a massive flop, she had the audacity to post this shit.
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces. and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
Yeah, people really do line up to see her. Yeah, I mean, look at all that people. Wowzers, that looks like a place where Goku and Vegeta would fight.
Let's fight somewhere empty.
I mean, even the producer's son got something to say about Rachel Zegler's action, saying that narcissism is not something to be cuddled and encouraged. Like, he is mad, bro. So yeah, Snow White is still earning though, just a little bit, nowhere near the budget of the film, but what do you guys think? Did the movie deserve its colossal flop? But that's it, bye.